Well, all right. I'm Joseph P. Larkin from Slidell, Louisiana. You're Chris Adams from Parts Unknown.
Well, if you want to know, I'm from Orange County originally.
Ugh. So you're one of those racists I've heard about?
Ah, if only.
I don't believe that there are any racists. I always ask people about the Orange County that are from there. I'm like, is the Ku Klux Klan really there, or is that just a bunch of bullshit?
I heard it. I heard about it, but I never
Never
saw
seen
it.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. We've all heard about it, but we've never seen it. I just don't believe it. I just don't think it's possible. Not in the modern age.
Well, what I think they were, they might have been there, but what I think they were is in the 80s, and I know this because I listened to like Gavin McInnes was a punk and they would
Hmm.
fight the skinheads. So it was more of like a fashion thing than an actual like hatred thing. They just, that was their identity. They were
Hmm.
the we shave our heads and we love like something shocking like a swastika. But I don't think maybe they hated people. I never saw it.
I don't know. I need to go check out their bands though, because Black Flag and that stuff sucks. It's pretty gay. Man, I have to say, if YouTube had existed when I was a teenager, I would not have listened to Black Flag. I would have been like, "What? What are these clowns wearing? What the fuck is the singer dressed up like that for?"
Didn't they come out of the DC hardcore scene?
Hmm.
Yeah, those are all rich kids.
Yeah, they're rich kids, and their dad was like a fucking senator or some shit like
Yeah.
that. Like for real though, like Dave Grohl from Nirvana, his dad was some kind of media guy. He's in the media. His mom was, her cover story is that she was a teacher, but I don't buy it. I don't buy any of that. Like they just came from nowhere and became mega millionaires over one summer. I remember that summer. It was like
Yeah.
it was like at the beginning of the summer, it was all about Michael Jackson's Black or White. And then by the end of it, who? It was all about Nirvana all of a sudden. So speaking of which, let's look at the Nirvana video. I haven't watched any of it yet of the big fabled reunion.
Oh shit, you got to allow me to share again.
Oh shit!
But
Yeah,
it's okay. While you do that, I'll talk a little bit.
check this
Um,
out. There we go. Now you don't even have to talk.
oh, okay.
Talking is overrated.
Well, I don't know about that. I would say that talking's semi-rated.
It's rated the exact amount it should be.
Right. Real quick, sorry, I had to make sure the sound is on because you know how these computers suck.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah. I know.
and doing what you want, it doesn't like to let you do what you want. Okay, let me go back to the beginning real quick.
Please. Looking for the MK Ultra shit in the background.
Right.
Well, this kind of rocks.
Okay, they're not bad,
No, I
but
mean it sounds like Nirvana. There's no way they could fuck up a Nirvana song. It's only 3 chords.
right. Yeah. They're talented musicians. They've been doing it for like 50 some odd years now. But don't worry, we'll get to that part. Wait till she sings.
Well,
Yeah.
that sounds worse than I thought it would.
Right. See, because like obviously something fucked up right there. I could tell because she was like tapping her inner her live ear thing where to hear her
Hmm.
voice she couldn't hear it, but also she can't sing that well. At least this lady can't.
That's crazy. Like the best part of Nirvana was the singing. I thought everyone just trained themselves to sing along to it.
Right. Yeah. But I don't know. But she's a good musician, but the song it's just not in her range.
Yeah. And what's weird is that they've done this multiple times now, and she's been the singer each time. This woman's name is Saint Vincent. And actually, I've
Really?
never I've never heard her music before, so this is kind of fascinating to me.
Hmm.
Her voice is a lot worse than I thought it was going to be because she gets compared to Led Zeppelin all the time.
No way. But
Hmm.
Led Zeppelin now, yeah. He can't.
All right, let's hear some more. This sucks.
Yeah. Oh, oh, oh.
Can we listen to the next singer? I can't. I don't think I like
You
this
can't do
anymore.
more. I agree. It's
Nah.
pretty.
But they don't even sound like a Nirvana cover band. They just sound like I can't hear the bass. It just sucks. Everything about it sucks.
Yeah, it's like, hey, we need a lot of money. Let's
Oh,
bring
there's
this
Kurt
back.
Cobain right now.
Well, it looks like the person that killed him. Yeah.
Yeah. Looks
Ready?
like he's been in he's been in the grave for 30 years. Oh, bitch. Got two weird guitar. Oh, wow.
Now, now I can't imagine it's all the sound guy's fault.
No, they just sound like shit in general. The bass
Yeah.
is not loud enough. The guitar player, I don't even know why he's there. He only did the last tour. He didn't even record with them. Who is this fucking guy playing guitar all the time
I
with
don't
this
know.
band? And so the woman's name is Kim Gordon. She's the bass player for Sonic Youth. There's a reason why she's the bass player and not the singer, I guess.
Right. I
I don't know.
definitely.
These
I
guys, well, I guess they're like, hey, it's punk rock. It's supposed to sound bad, but no, actually, Nirvana didn't sound bad at all. They had a really good lead singer. That was like the main draw of the band is the singer. He was super
we
charismatic and had a great voice.
yeah, when you watch the acoustic version, you're like, this guy has amazing vocals because he didn't have
Absolutely.
the guitar part. He couldn't rely on it, so his vocals were amazing. I think there's only two more songs.
Yeah, there's just Joan Jett is gonna sing a song, which I was very
Oh,
curious about that one.
all right. You want to get to that?
Yeah, fuck Kim Gordon. I
Because
hate her.
I already am like, no, it's pretty just rough. But anyway, let's get to Joan Jett.
Old people trying to be cool.
Oh shit. It's hard to listen to, but uh, the the comments underneath, I don't know if
Oh yeah, I bet
maybe
they're fire.
damn, nothing like Dave beat the drums again. So they're it's just like nothing but no, they're not mean.
Oh, they're all positive. Yeah, that's unbelievable. Joan Jett killed it. What, the momentum of the show? Get the
Yeah,
fuck out of here.
right.
I will say this, Dave Grohl's the only one who sounds any good.
Mm-hmm.
He sounds like he did back in the day.
Yeah,
That guy Pat Smear, the guitar player there, that guy, um, he was a rhythm guitarist. It's very awkward to hear him even try to do any of the lead guitar parts. Even though these are simple songs, they're still way out of his range. He's not a good guitar player. That's why he was just a rhythm guitarist.
right. And so you're watching this, and I'm just like, I know it's for charity or whatever, right? So
It's
they
for a
don't.
good cause, yeah, I guess.
So that's why I think everyone's super positive. Like no matter, even if it's good, bad, or whatever.
I think that like new music is so bad that people actually would love to see Nirvana tour again, even though it would be terrible and disgraceful. Like this is why the guy killed himself. This is precisely why he killed himself because of shit like this.
Right.
Disgusting. This is just a PR move from Dave Grohl anyway. In fact, let's go forward. Let's look at what his daughter is like. His daughter sings the last song. I don't think Kurt Cobain could sign off on that since she wasn't alive.
Hmm.
Okay. So they weren't alive at the same time. So he might have signed off on Kim Gordon, but the other people, he doesn't even know who these people are.
Right. And nothing says punk rock like your nepotism.
Mm-hmm. Keep putting your daughter on stage as the fucking lead singer. This is how he wanted it to be, like back when he was in the band. He was probably like, God, if we get rid of Kurt, then I could be the fucking singer. I don't know. He's the number one conspirator, if you believe me, because people always say Courtney Love, and it's like, nah, dude. Dave Grohl stood to gain a whole lot more than Courtney Love did from killing Kurt Cobain. He
Yeah, I
got
mean,
a
look,
whole career out of
yeah,
it.
his whole career afterwards. I think the Foo Fighters are just meh,
They're
and
the
they
worst. They're like our generation's Fleetwood Mac or some crap like this. They just do not rock at all.
no.
I
Uh,
saw 'em I saw them twice. I saw them during their first 2 tours when they were supposed to be at their best, and it was whatever then too.
so they've always been this way.
Yeah, they're just boring. They're just not that interesting compared to Nirvana. Like,
Right.
even the 4 songs they chose here, which are terrible, at least it showed that Nirvana had a lot more, uh,
Range.
range. Yes, there's a couple slow songs, there's some heavy songs. This next song will be a nice little pop song. Okay, let's press play.
Okay.
Let's see what we got here. Already, Kurt Cobain's daughter is way hotter. Just so we're all on the same page here.
Yeah.
This is like a minstrel show. Hey, punk rock.
She's the best of all of them so
Oh,
far.
without a doubt. Sounds like Dave Grohl played the exact same drum beat for every single song.
Yeah. This is a crescendo.
Yeah. God, Dave Grohl is so ugly.
What was that?
I said Dave Grohl is so ugly. He's like one of those monkeys we were talking about earlier. Like someone, the way they taught him how to play the drums is that they gave him like a piece of candy and then took it away and gave him a drumstick. And then he, out of rage, just started pounding it on the drum set. And then that's how he learned how to play the drums.
Yeah.
You don't
I
even
mean,
want to know how he learned how to play the guitar. Oh my goodness.
no.
I can't get over the Kim Gordon dressed up as like Angus Young or whatever in a schoolboy uniform. Like, dude, bitch, you are way too old to be doing this in public. What the fuck? That's like someone's grandmother. That is
Right.
someone's grandmother, probably. Cavorting around like a fucking schoolboy. Like, what the fuck is going on, man? Bring back gender norms,
Norms.
please. Like, make it stop.
Right.
And then the bass player in Nirvana just turned into like everybody's alcoholic uncle. Like he's wearing dumb fucking pants, probably has a whole slew of Hawaiian shirts in the in the closet where he keeps his bass guitar because his wife Linda won't let him play in the house anymore. It's too loud. It's too loud, Chris. Go to
Is that
your
his,
man cave.
is that
When
his
are,
name?
that's his name, Chris.
Oh, geez. I hate to. I feel bad that I have the same name as him.
No, he's probably the coolest guy on the whole fucking stage.
Uh,
Like, he at least seems just like he's aging gracefully. These
that's
other
true.
these other people look outrageous. And then Dave Grohl's daughter looks like she's going to the grunge prom. She's
Yeah,
queen of the grunge prom. Can we listen to some more of the music?
yeah, yeah. I
Oh,
know we have to stop every so often so we don't get copyrighted.
okay. All right, maybe that's enough.
She's not bad. I'll give her that.
She's fine. They just sound like a Nirvana cover band. Big
Yes.
deal.
It is a cover band. And of all of the three we saw, or the four, she had the most talent, at least for that song.
Well, yeah, I have to say, this is a credit to Kurt Cobain's singing voice. Like, it took four fucking people to just do like a tenth of what he does by
Right.
himself. I don't know.
Yeah.
He really was the only talented guy in that band, though. Like, what the fuck? I'm gonna make you like this too, so it'll fuck up your algorithm on YouTube. Let me
Oh,
start.
shit. Do you want me to like it?
Yeah, click like. No, you should click a dislike so that they know that we're disgusted with them. Dislike.
Oh, okay. Dislike. Okay,
Yeah,
good.
watch. Ah, we got him. Fuck you, Dave Grohl.
Nothing will happen. It's not like that doesn't show up. Remember they took away likes?
Yeah, but they know personally. They'll one day they'll see it. I know
Whoever
deep down inside, I know they're gonna see it and you get pissed.
whoever Joel Reeves is, he'll be very sad.
Oh, there's another version of it too, a higher quality. That's why this one was all turkey jerky. It was probably like recorded off TV and immediately put online.
Oh, okay. Because I didn't even know it had happened. I know that like there had to have been charity shows and stuff like that for the fires because it affected such a large portion of LA. So
Yeah, and it was where the people lived that were in the music industry probably. Those fires killed David Lynch.
what?
They killed David Lynch because he had what's it called? Emphysema. And that was just the final that was it, dude. There was no way he was gonna survive that. He died like in the Palisades. Not in the fires, but in
Just
his
because of all of that?
mm-hmm. I mean, I could only imagine how much smoke and soot was in the air. It was pretty bad over here, and I'm in the fucking West Valley. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We still
I,
had a bunch of like ash and shit.
I didn't have too much, but we had the Sunset Fire, which is somewhat close to me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I had ash for about a day, but then it was gone. So I think I got
That's
lucky.
good. Yeah, I think I got lucky too
Yeah,
for
we're
a
not
change.
we're not rich enough to burn.
Yeah, there's nothing valuable here to set on fire.
uh,
Nothing worthwhile.
there are homeless setting fires, but
They're
um,
doing it everywhere.
yeah, I had well, I don't have it anymore, but I had a video on that. Um, I could find it somewhere, I'm sure. Like if
Let's
I
find it. I want to see because they definitely are out there, dude, setting fires. And they're not, I don't think they were the first people that set the fires. I actually think what happened is the uh the power the power station fucked up and it set a fire by mistake because apparently that happens all the time. A lot of the fires get started that way.
yeah, yeah, definitely. Oh, this is North Hollywood. This is from January 8th though.
That's
But
okay.
okay.
People need to see what's going on here. It's crazy. See, what happens is that those big fires happen in the Palisades, and all the homeless people were like, "I want attention.
Right.
I want
Right.
attention too."
Yeah,
But
they
I was gonna say they're stupid, so they set things like dumpsters on fire, it's like things that are self-contained.
yeah, 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 yeah.
They put themselves out by themselves.
Oh yeah, this is the one that was going around during the actual fire. You know?
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah, and they're not gonna tell you this either, but it was a bunch of illegal aliens did it too.
yeah, I was trying to find the video. There's a guy that they caught
It
like
happened in my neighborhood, dude.
2 days ago.
Oh, t it happened again?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They're
But
still out there even though there's no wind?
yeah, well, this is more closer to it. But they're just like out here just it's hard to find on for some reason Instagram. I follow uh LA, like what is it, LA something? Uh
Oh, Street People of LA.
right. Oh, you follow that too.
Of
Okay.
course, everyone should follow it and see what kind of hell we live in. The totalitarian regime of the homeless.
Right. Um well, like the 10 freeway, that whole thing caught
Oh, this
fire.
is the guy that was in my neighborhood. Not my neighborhood, but near my house. He's the one that set the fire in West Hills, the actual
Yes.
hills. Yeah, this dude was an illegal alien, and he had like 10 passports or something like that.
It's something weird
He had,
where
look, you can see though he has a fucking flamethrower. It's basically these dudes are smoking meth or cocaine or something, crack rock cocaine or something, with these torches, and then they just turn the torch into a fucking flamethrower and set shit on fire. So
Right. I've seen
this guy
him.
got tackled by a bunch of white dudes, and the white dudes were just too nice. They were, I don't know why they were beating him in the face with the fucking torch. That's what I'd be doing.
Right. I see him on the train all the time. So they just take these giant
They
torches
take
and
those things out in public.
yeah.
That's crazy. They could just do what they want.
Well, yeah, on the train, but it's getting slowly getting well, it was getting better. I imagine when the Olympics comes through,
Hmm.
it'll finally get solved. But unless there's like an event for LA to care about, they just let people just deteriorate slowly.
Hmm.
Um, there was one like a couple days ago from the LA Street People one where they caught a guy and he was like screaming. I can't find it here. Sometimes Twitter isn't the best, but they are usually pretty good. Um, let's see if I
It's
can.
the only place anyone sees any of my stuff, and it's still rare that anyone looks.
Right. Oh yeah, did you see this lady?
No, bike on shirt though. I see that.
Yeah.
Saying he talked too much. That's it.
Yes, that's it. Yes, yes, I'm saying. ये भी देखें यही मेरी बात की तारीफ कर रही है.
Listen,
हाँ.
you
Yes.
talk too much. Thank you. Have a good day.
Just have a seat, sister. Have a seat, please. Please sit, please, sister. Please. 5 minutes. 5 minutes, please. Sister, please.
No.
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम. सबसे पहले तो मैं अपने मीडिया के तमाम दोस्तों का और भाइयों का शुक्रिया
Good
अदा करता
morning.
हूँ. और ये जो सिस्टर है वो आप सबको गुड मॉर्निंग कह रही हैं.
I came here to visit today to fix up this place, to reconstruct this place. Okay, for Mr. Chipper.
Thank you.
And
Thank you,
that's
sister.
all. Thank you.
Thank
Have a good day.
Just have a seat, sister.
It goes on, but
It
she
goes on for 11 fucking minutes.
yeah, I can't put up with too much of it. But so the story behind, if you don't know the
I don't
story
know. So.
behind this is she went to Pakistan, who knows why, uh, to I think she was trying to date someone there, and obviously with her winning personality, it didn't work out. And then so the first press conference, she's like, I need $5,000 a week, and she to the Pakistani media, like, don't talk to me unless you have 20,000 for the month, like just crazy shit. Um, and now she's going on about how she's gonna fix the place up because it's not very nice there. I'm like, no shit, it's Pakistan. What did you expect?
more like
Um,
more like Pack-Radistan. Mm-hmm.
yeah, but I just like this because it was a tweet by Owen Benjamin, like bikes on shirts. It's all they think about, just bikes. um, but it's just like ridiculous. There's just been like ridiculous shit that's been happening in the world. These are German people not realizing that
Oh, I
Paris,
saw this. Yeah, Paris is a nightmare now. It really is
yeah,
very tragic. This all happened in the last, I don't know, 15 years, maybe.
mm-hmm,
Like
yeah,
it was a very different place 15 years ago. It was still the Paris of yore.
right. The Paris in movies and stuff. Like I'm sure it had bad parts, but it's nothing like
It
you
had
know
one bad part, and guess who lived there?
who.
The Africans.
Oh, okay.
Now they live everywhere, apparently, from what we're seeing.
Yeah. Um,
Unbelievable. I can't believe that they let this happen to a city like Paris, too.
and this reminds me of LA.
Yeah. I mean, it looks older and shittier, quite frankly.
Well, yeah, they've been around for much longer, but it's like an older LA that's just as shitty as today. Because a lot of LA, like people don't know if you don't live here, but
Mhm.
there's just garbage in the street, and,
Mhm.
the homeless will have like giant tents just on the sidewalk, so you have to walk in the literal street. Hopefully, you don't get hit by a car because no one wants to do anything. So,
I
um,
can tell you exactly what you say to them in those moments because I've gotten a lot of good reactions for this comment. I say, "Boy, I wish your dad was here to see you right now. I wish your dad could see you right now."
what do they say?
The one time I did it, the guy said, "I'm sorry." I apologize. Um, he was all sprawled out in front of the McDonald's, and like I had to walk over his feet to get by, and he cracked open a beer and went ah. I said, "Man, I wish your father was here to see you right now." He went, "I'm sorry, I'm so
Wow.
sorry." But yeah, if you shame them, they know what they're doing is fucking shameful. There's no fucking way that they don't know that shit's shameful. And you just
Wow.
say, "Hey, if your dad was here right now, he would be so fucking disappointed right now." That's the shame that
Sometimes
they should have got from their own father,
r-
honestly.
right. And sometimes I wonder if they do because like the smelliest homeless people have the most desire to take the train during rush hour where
Mhm.
you're trapped in there with them. Where you're just like, Jesus. Like I know, I mean, I'm not mad that they stink. I get that they stink. That's part of the deal.
I'm
Right.
mad. Fuck
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I am actually I
I'm
am
mad.
but
Boy,
eh,
hey, Jack, you should have smelled the homeless people in fucking France, okay? Their subway smelled like the third circle of hell, or
right.
what I'd imagine it smells like.
But I'm like, you don't have anywhere to be. Why do you need to take the train now?
What's the
Like,
hurry?
yeah,
Oh,
but
shit. They have to get home so they can watch the Nirvana reunion.
right. Oh yeah, remember when we were talking about how lame Hollywood is?
Uh-huh.
This was at the Grammys.
Who
Speaking,
is
this
that?
is I have no idea, but here, hold on, you'll see. Uh, it's like
What is that? That's
it's
not nice.
it's more karaoke.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like,
I
e-
it's we came full circle because I said that something about Michael Jackson, and then we talked about Nirvana.
yeah,
Here we are, talking about
every
Michael Jackson.
everything is karaoke now. That's
Mhm.
the world we've lived in. There's a concept um in tech called enshittification, and what that means is that initially you get sold this bill of goods that this new technology is going to be the best thing ever. It's going to make everyone's lives just so much more interesting. And what it ends up really doing is just becoming a worse and worse product over time. I feel like that's entertainment right now, where it's just we're sold like, oh, like comedy, our profession. These are the truth tellers. These are the people who can tell you like it is. And then over time, you're like, oh, they're all just sellouts, just like everybody else.
Mhm. Yeah, but what they sold out for has no value. Like, imagine being Bill Burr and selling out so you could play Pete Davidson's dad in a fucking Judd Apatow movie. That sounds like a fucking grinding halt to me. That doesn't sound like the thing that I want to do with my career. I think about this
Right.
all the time with regards to Dennis Leary, because that fucker pops up on TV all the time still, 30 years later. But I always think
Really?
about what he's doing with his career versus what Bill Hicks would have done with his career. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Like Dennis Leary is obsessed with playing with firefighters and cops and movies. He's like completely obsessed with this. But somehow, with his extremely limited talent, he has been in a fucking amazing Spider-Man movie. That's like a
Yeah.
$1 billion movie, and he was in it. Bill Hicks would never have even said yes to that. He would have been like, "What? You want me to play a cop in a movie? No, I won't do that."
He was also the dad in The Sandlot.
That's the only cool thing he did in his career. I might have already talked to you about this because I feel like I've ranted about this ad nauseum to anyone who will listen.
Okay.
But it's the only time in his career where he actually took a challenging role that wasn't exactly like the Dennis Leary we know and loathe.
No and loath.
Mhm.
Yeah, because he actually had to have emotion, and then his character kind of grew, even though you only
Mhm.
saw him for a few seconds in that movie.
Yeah, it makes me wonder if, like, did Bill Hicks do Shakespeare in the Park? Is that how he ripped it off, or how did he do that performance?
Bill
But it
Hicks
was
used
I
to
was gonna
do.
say, it's really funny to see Dennis Leary on the Drew Barrymore show, which is where I saw him the other night,
Mhm.
and he's so false and fake, and she's like, "I just loved your new TV show, it was gangbusters," and he's like, "Thank you very much. Oh, I'm so glad that you liked it." Like, who fucking cares? Like, I know it's garbage.
Mhm.
There's no fucking way it's not garbage. She's lying to you, and she didn't watch it at all, Dennis.
Yeah, no. I
I'm
was gonna.
leery of her. I'm leery of her liking your show, Dennis. Dennis
uh,
makes me leery about stand-up comedy,
yeah,
standy comedy.
yeah. Well, all I was gonna say was Bill Hicks used to do like independent movies with his friends, like
Yeah, Ninja Bachelor
terrible.
Club.
Yeah, just but great, but B movies that are kind of so bad they're awesome.
Oh hell yeah, yeah. Clearly they were just shot on somebody's like camcorder from that they borrowed from their dad.
Yeah.
Also, you know, the guy that directed that ninja movie, uh, he's only worked with 3 artists in his whole career. Bill Hicks, Alex Jones, Joe Rogan. So there's your
Some
conspiracy for today. Do you
right.
believe the story that Bill Hicks is just Alex Jones in a new outfit, I guess?
I would love to think that that's what happened because I think Alex Jones is hilarious.
I was gonna say it seems like the most likely trajectory, because all these dudes like Bill Hicks and Kurt Cobain, they grow up in these redneck towns, and as much as they'd like to escape it and run away to the big city, they still are the redneck deep down.
Hmm.
So deep down, Bill Hicks is definitely a gun nut. You know, can we not look at this Michael Jackson abomination? Can I look at you somehow? Like, how do we change this? So I'm like looking at
Oh,
you.
I'm gonna stop sharing then. Hold on.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
Twitter.
Fuck Twitter. I was
I hate that Twitter is supposed to be some kind of um um like be all end all on any subject when literally only like 700,000 people use Twitter daily. They don't even have like a million fucking subscribers. They make
Oh,
no
really?
money. They make no money. In
So it's
fact,
all bots?
I would say lots of them are bots. It's really you can tell the quality of a website by the quality of the bots. Because on 4chan, dude, they're really good. I don't know who the bots are and the real people are, but on Instagram, you can always tell the bots because they never have any profile picture. They never have pictures of them and their girlfriend or anything. They don't try at all to make them look like real followers.
Yeah.
And then Twitter, I don't know. I haven't really encountered them. But this is how I am. I don't know about you, Chris, but I can't get into a fight with some stranger just in general. I just can't do it. As an adult, I just can't do it. But also, I don't know if it's a bot. Like, I'm not gonna fucking fight with a computer program all afternoon. That just seems like a shameful waste of time.
Someone tried to start a fight with me on Twitter, and I went, "Hey, are you a bot?" Because I'm so used to bots on there, and they're like, "Yes, I'm a bot. What, does that matter?" And I go, "Oh, so okay, you're a bot. You're a terribly programmed bot, but you're a bot. You know,
Mhm.
like whoever wrote you was retarded, but
He definitely had autism.
yeah,
The bots always reflect their creators' values and whatever and stupidities, their comorbidities.
their comorbidities."
Yeah.
Um,
I did notice, by the way, the background is changing colors. Now I can see. Once I was
yes,
blind, but now I can see.
well, because it
And
was I was probably tiny. I yesterday I was like, "Oh, let me try and class up my little space to make it like presentable." Because aesthetics matter. If you live in a nice space, you feel better.
yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but I put on some makeup. I wanted everyone to know
Pink you are.
how pink I could be. It's totally something I'm doing on purpose.
yeah, you put on rouge all over.
Yeah, you're like, am I talking to Kathy Griffin all of a sudden?
Mhm.
What is this? What is this abomination? By
And
the
how
way,
did Kath?
I'm really into Kathy Griffin right now. I
Oh,
watched
really?
yes, I'm a big fan. I'm a fan up until like maybe the year 2000. I think it's once I started doing stand up, I became less enthralled by her comedy, but I'm a huge fan and I stopped because me and my sister went and saw her like twice. Okay, we're fans. And the second time, it was all talk about some reality TV show or some shit. And I was like, I don't even understand these references. I think I'm too straight to enjoy her comedy now. But I love her early shit. She had her half hour from 96, I think, is one of the best half hours that anyone's ever done. It's really fucking good. And I also really like Margaret Cho's half hour from that same year.
right.
They never did anything good afterwards, but they did do a half hour of really good material.
Well,
30
maybe
years ago.
yeah, maybe longer now, but I think they've been coasting.
Oh, hell yeah. Well, I was gonna talk about Kathy for a second here because if you're a comedian or you want to be a comedian or whatever, you should watch her TV show, and they're on YouTube. This is how I watched them. You can watch. It's called My Life on the D List. Watch the first 3 seasons in particular because it's the only show I've ever seen where they really dissect when a bombing happens. They don't just show
Really?
you the bombing, but then she explains how she feels. What's it like to bomb at the Apollo versus bombing at a regular show and shit like that. Um, but it's really good. You learn a lot actually, and you learn lots of stuff like you should go with a clicker and count the seats to make sure that they didn't sell extra seats and steal the money because that shit
Hmm.
happens. There's lots of ways you get fucked over just trying to make people smile and laugh. I
Right.
was just trying to make you smile and laugh, and then you done fucked me up the ass. You cornholed me. I just wanted to make you smile and laugh, but it turns out the only thing that made you smile and laugh was watching me frown. But anyway, um, Kathy Griffin, though, yeah, I love Kathy Griffin, and I also watched like this 5-hour compilation of her on Howard Stern. I'm talking, this
Oh,
ate up a whole fucking day, dude.
wow. Um,
And,
yeah, those are on YouTube. Oh, you're the probably the one putting them on YouTube.
and like that, I wish I had such an expansive collection. Low network bandwidth. If
Hmm.
it just turns off, then we might have enough stuff to go with.
Cool. Should we do an outro?
We can keep talking. I just saying if it just turned off or something
Oh,
like that. I don't know.
well,
Maybe there'll just be a big gap in the middle where the set where it had low bandwidth and it just didn't record it.
right,
Um, man, that Nirvana stuff was really disappointing. It was really depressing because I don't want them to fail. I had the same attitude that probably everyone had which was I hope this is awesome because they're
right,
destroying a guy's legacy right now. This better be fucking worth it.
right. Yeah, it just came off like, well, Joan Jett just gotten so old at this point,
Mhm.
and you're like, oh, it's sad to see because I went and saw the Rolling Stones a couple of months ago, last year, um, just to see them because I'm like, they're gonna die.
Got to, yeah. It's like a thing that you have to do before you become a man.
Yeah. And I have to say that as old as they are, they still had energy and they still put on a good show
Mhm.
for the most part. There's lulls here and there, but like they did their newer shit. And I was like, this isn't good. But like their hits are hits. And they
Mhm.
and they still sound a lot like they did. Now, obviously they're a little bit older, so they're a little bit slower. And seeing them when they're close-ups is a little weird. You know, you're like, whoa, that guy is old as hell. Um,
Mhm. It's Methuselah on bass.
yeah, uh, he was around in the Parthenon. Um,
Mhm.
eh,
Hey, if you wanted to know who invented anal sex, it was Charlie Watts, the drummer.
yeah, in Greece.
Him and Mick were just messing around in Greece, and one thing led to another, and they invented anal sex.
Right.
That hey, blimey, this is kind of gross, but it kind of feels good. That's my impression of Charlie Watts. Didn't it sound spot on?
Oh,
You're like,
exactly.
"Look, is that Charlie Watts? Did he just hop on the line real quick?" No,
Yeah,
it was
if you close your eyes, you wouldn't have known.
yeah. Am I being sodomized by Charlie Watts or Joseph P. Larkin? I just can't tell.
But so when I saw them, I was happy at least that their tickets weren't too crazy expensive. It was like $70. So I was like, fuck it, I'll
That's pretty
go.
good for the Rolling Stones in this day and age.
Yeah. Even with the fees, I think it was 75 or something. So it wasn't crazy. And then I did mushrooms and watched the whole show and I had a great time.
Yeah,
And I
that
was
sounds fun as hell.
yeah. And the only thing that was scary was being on mushrooms at SoFi Stadium at the top
Mhm.
because that
Didn't you just wanna jump?
I, no, I didn't even want to leave my seat. I was just scared. I was like every time I had to go to the bathroom, I was like, am I gonna die? Because it just if everything
Maybe I
feels
could fly over the stage and find the backstage bathroom. The best time was to find out was right now.
well, I did go into one of those like all gendered ones because
That's nice.
I was high, so I didn't know I didn't know right around the corner was the main one with everyone else, and so like I guess it was like a what you call a non-binary person came out, I was like, oh shit. And on mushrooms, it's really noticeable.
Hmm.
This is like a weird person.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, this isn't normal, you know? And but you're in that mushroomy, like, oh, that's I guess that's okay. But even in my mushroom state, I was like, but yeah, but that's still weird.
Hmm.
This is an odd looking like dude in a dress. Um,
Yeah, I prefer the big trowel, the big piss trowel, where everyone just whips their cock out and judges each other, and we judge how hydrated we are too.
right. Yeah,
I
yeah,
love that.
you're looking a
That
little brown there. You need to
you,
get some
you
water in you.
Yeah, exactly. You reminded me of this concert I went to called The Swell Season. Kind of like NPR type music,
Mm.
but I went to the Hollywood Bowl to see the Swell Season, and I had to piss so bad because we drank apple ciders, of
Oh
course.
God.
Like, what else would you be drinking at this type of concert? Not real beer, obviously, but apple cider. And so I had to piss after drinking like 5 of these fucking apple ciders, and the line to the bathroom was so long, like, it snaked all the way around. I was like, "I'm just gonna piss in the bushes." So I started pissing in the bushes, and I hear some guy go, "Hey, someone's spilling water on me!" And I was like, "Oh, shit, I'm pissing on people while they watch the Swell Season." And, like, I liked his hopeful retort of, "Is someone spilling water on me? You know exactly what's happening. You're being pissed on, brother."
Oh my God. That is the best story I've ever heard.
Yeah, I wasn't drunk or nothing. I just was,
Well,
impatient. But,
yeah.
yeah, I pissed all over it. It was more than one person too. I pissed on a bunch of people, I think. What a fucking sad, because that's the kind of concert that people bring a fucking picnic basket to and stuff.
Right. Yeah.
It's like the last place you wanna get pissed on.
Wait, so you must have been like the bathroom was here. You must have just went over around back towards the back of the state, like the event place.
I guess. I thought I was at, like, behind and over a group of people, not directly pissing on them. Seemed like there should be a wall or something separating my piss from its victims.
Well, it's like an amphitheater, so it's built into the whatever. So it's like how they used to have them back in the Greek days.
Yeah, that's where all the anal happens.
Yeah.
See, no anal at the Hollywood Bowl this time, but maybe next time. Yeah, so I lit the fuck out of there, dude. I was out of there like it was like it was on fire or something. Because that the only thing worse than pissing on a group of people is getting caught pissing on them and then and you're like a grown ass man, like getting kicked out of the Hollywood Bowl for pissing on strangers. I mean, some people have to pay to get that, so
Yeah, you
it's
just
like a nice little treat if they have a piss fetish. Well, I didn't expect this today, but I would have paid $30 for it.
although probably not from a dude if it's a dude. Or maybe, I don't
I
know.
don't want anyone's piss on me. How's that sound?
Yeah.
Yeah, my piss is not homophobic. It just doesn't like women either. I don't want any piss anywhere.
Right.
I don't even like the smell of it. Okay, well, this feels like a piss take, huh? Maybe
Ah,
we're almost done. I feel like once you start talking about piss at the length to which I did, it's time to mosey on on, on off to happier trails.
right. I kind of feel like that was a great ending story.
Have you ever done anything like that at a concert? Have you ever vomited? I've had someone vomit on my fucking shoe at a Slayer concert.
I can't. I used to do a lot of drugs and go to like raves. Um,
Gross.
yeah, I know. I know.
I
It
can only
was.
imagine what kind of trouble you got into then. Then you did get pissed on a bunch.
I don't think so. I remember the only cool thing I ever did was like it was one of those raves where it went all night, and then they had like a secret show.
Oh
So
god. Mm.
yes,
Even
so
more. Still
right.
more.
So my buddy and I just did a line, like a bump of coke, and then went to the secret show, and like found this guy that was had like a drum in one hand and like what is that little beatbox thing in the other. So he was drumming and then remixing his own or remixing the samples and stuff. So it's kind
Hmm.
of cool. It's interesting. Um, has no following, but I thought he was a good, like a fun little musician for whatever it is that he does. Like I don't think I could drum and then like do samples at the same time. So I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting, but nothing crazy. Like I've never like,
Sounds like my idea of hell.
yeah,
Be on the subway with that guy forever. That's my idea of hell.
he did have street performer energy for sure.
Anytime you have to take your instruments out to the public and bother people with them, it's time to kind of wrap it up, dude. That career
Yeah,
is not gonna happen.
right.
I love that the spontaneous concert right here at the Jamba Juice. That's just what I wanted. That's what I was begging for.
Well, it's worse on the train because there's this guy that I see that does guitar, but he only plays like 3 seconds of obvious, you know, hit songs.
Oh, that might be Amir the Miracle. Do you know that guy?
I know that guy. It's not
That's
him.
not that sounds like his shtick exactly.
Well, and apparently it's a shtick that a lot of people do because I've seen more than one of these guys, and one of them is obviously European because you know what I mean. When he the accent, even with the music, it comes through, and I forget his favorite song, but it's like really lame, like one of those old punk songs. And just imagine like a European voice singing like any one of the like a Nirvana song. Yeah, he might do Nirvana.
He could be the next singer. Couldn't get any
Yeah,
worse.
yeah. Um, and so like you're trapped in there with these guys, and then they play 3 seconds of a song, and most people have their headphones anyway, so they're not listening. And then he goes, "Hey, can you if you can spare $1, please?" And when he first started, I remember this is how long I've seen this guy. When he first started, he had a nice outfit, didn't look haggard, and as the years have gone on, he's
Mhm.
he's become a little more weathered.
Mhm.
And I guess you can make good money, but is it worth it? Just playing
Sure, you got a
covers.
captive audience. It's
Right.
awesome. I wish I could trick people into listening to me talk endlessly.
Yeah,
Haven't
maybe.
figured it out yet. Although I am one of those crazy people because I used to go to Venice Beach and set up a little soapbox
Oh,
and
really?
attempt stand up. Yeah, I've done stand up all kinds of weird places, like in the median in the French Quarter, like 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 cars were going by and some frat boys wanted to beat me up. It's
Just
awesome.
for talking?
Yeah, they just were not into it at all. They
Right.
wanted to do some talking, you know?
With their fist?
Mhm. They let their fists do the talking around here.
Right. That sounds like the South. It seems like people are more willing to
Stupid? Yeah,
stupid.
they're pretty stupid.
I was gonna say willing to fight, like
Mhm.
you
Like
know,
stupid people do.
yeah, very much so. The desire to fight is a dumb thing because it sucks. It hurts when you do it. You're just like, well, I may not feel this now, but in tomorrow I'm gonna feel
Yeah,
like
when my adrenaline runs off, then I'll be feeling it.
right. Because I've only been in well, I mean, as a kid I got bullied, so I guess that was good in a way because it just toughened me up to where like I wasn't as scared of the punches.
Mhm.
Um, but I did get one altercation when I was in LA. I was coming back from a mic, and this homeless dude was like yelling at a wall, you know,
Mhm.
which everyone knows what that means. Just leave that guy alone. He doesn't,
Mhm.
don't talk to him. And he just got closer to me. And I was just trying to ignore him. And then he like pops up in my face and does his little bullshit, like, like yelling. And I'm like, hey man, back up. And I'm not touching him a lot, but I touch him a little bit. And then he just gets mad. He thinks I'm threatening him or something. So he just pops me in the nose. Um, and then I got pissed because I was drunk and I just went, fuck you. Because it didn't hurt. I was just like, what the fuck?
Mhm.
And
You thought we
so
were making friends.
yeah. And then like I get in a fighting stance, like I take a swing at him, I miss, and I grab his headphones. that were hanging
Mhm.
off of him. And he goes, "Hey man, those are my headphones." I'm like, "Oh shit, sorry. I'm just trying to beat you up. I'm not trying to steal from you." So I give him back, and then like I go to hit him again, but then he starts like cowering, which is the weirdest feeling in the world when you didn't really actually land a punch, and you're like,
Mhm.
"Wait a minute, what's going on here? I should be the one that's like, oh, don't hit me again," but I'm like mad, and I'm like, I just in my the dumbest thing I've ever done. I was like, "Don't hit people."
I hope you learned a lesson, mister.
Yeah, I was like, "It's not gonna do anything. The guy's crazy." But at least I didn't back down. So maybe that's what it was. It's just because I was willing to
Oh,
fight.
can I talk about concerts for a second?
Sure.
'Cause, man, I've had all kinds of wild shit happen to me at concerts. Cause I saw one time when I saw Pearl Jam, I was in the front row,
Mm.
and the woman and she was there with her boyfriend. The woman next to me was just rubbing her ass on my cock all night, right in front of her boyfriend. This is before cuckoldry. We didn't even know what this stuff was. This is back in the '90s, man. But, and then more recently in 2015, I saw Faith No More, and I was up in the first row, and count them, 3 Australian chicks took turns rubbing their asses against my flaccid cock. Because by then I'm an old guy, and it was not, it wasn't the same as the '90s anymore, you know? Couldn't get it
were
hard immediately.
were they
But
disappointed?
they should have been, because I left before the last encore, so they didn't get to fuck anybody. Um, and then, but I went and had sex with a different girl. It's not
Uh,
like I mean, it was it was either a sure thing or try to fuck one of these 3 Australian women who might not even be interested after the lights come back on.
right.
Because they don't even know what I look like if you really think about it. I don't know what
Yeah.
they look like. I just knew they were hot and young and supple. I did know a lot about them actually from our undercover, uh
Means.
yeah. Oh, you know, that reminded me, because when I was in Chicago, I was riding the L train one time, and this woman was rubbing her tit on my arm, like, just aggressively rubbing it. It's like, "You must know what you're doing." And she was just having a normal conversation with some guy next to her, like nothing was going on, like I wasn't being molested. I was being
Hmm.
taken advantage of right there on the fucking L train.
Wow. You're just molestable, I guess.
I don't know, I think I had the kind of face that you either wanna punch, molest, or talk to about the most boring shit imaginable. I don't know. I maybe I don't have expressive enough eyes and people can't tell that I want to leave the situation desperately, but don't know how to. I don't know. By the way, even though you told me to look up at the green light, I still was just staring off into space. So this is gonna be the most autistic looking podcast ever. I'm never at no point are we ever actually making eye contact.
It's hard because you're way down here, and
Hmm.
I'm trying to be like, well, the light's right there, but it
Oh,
feels
they
like,
have you on the bottom? Oh, that's interesting, 'cause I'm on the top and you're
yeah.
on the bottom.
No,
This is the way
I'm
it should be metaphorically speaking. The machine
but
knows.
yeah. No, it's just like uh I'm on the top of mine, but I mean the where your eye level is so far down. So
Mhm.
like it's way I see it's way down. Well, I can't even see it, but it's an odd thing. I'm trying to remember to look in the light. So it's just I know it's gonna look weird if I don't, but whatever, who cares? This is the internet. This is like Zoom calls. Nobody cares and everybody just
Nobody makes eye contact on Zoom.
dude, there's like a lot of people that just do stupid shit where they're like naked, you know, especially
Mhm.
during COVID, because
Mhm.
people just got too comfortable being inside all the time, so they didn't remember like, oh, this is a work call. Like
Mhm.
I forget how many people were caught. Like one guy was, what was his name? Got caught jerking off during a.
Oh, I forgot his name, but he was one of my favorites, and he didn't lose his job.
I know, and
He's
the
an
worst
inspiration to me.
the worst part is the women that were in that call with him were really just not I wouldn't not they're definitely not worth risking losing your job over.
Mhm. Or how about just not being a fucking creep? How's that sound?
Well, that obvious.
What propels you to do that stuff on a work call? Like, fuck you, dude.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Who are you, Louis CK? Louis COOM?
that when that came out, I would be more embarrassed that that came out, because if that for Louis, I mean, because that is
Yeah, because he didn't
so,
fuck him. It's so
yeah,
gross. Every
it's
girl, if he had been a rapist, people would be like, "Well, he's still pretty funny. Let's give him a second chance because he at least raped him." This pussy's jacking off in front of people that are like trying to use the phone and stuff. Get the fuck out of here, dude. This is, I don't know. I understand it's a fetish, so you can't even. I'm not gonna kink shame him, but everyone would have accepted you if you had been a rapist over a masturbator. That's just the truth. And what's weird is that every one of his specials, he is really prematurely, or I can't, not sure what word I'm trying to use here. He's fixated on masturbation. Every single special has at least one lengthy bit, pun intended, about jacking off. He
right.
couldn't hide it, dude. He just couldn't. Oh, and he even tells you the reason why he got the fetish, because when he was a little kid, some Asian girl asked him to look at his penis, and he just
Mm,
whipped it out, and that's how a fetish is born.
wow. But to your point about like, if he had raped it, at least it would have been like, it shows that he has gumption.
Yeah, some
Whereas
testosterone. Yeah.
yeah, whereas the other thing, it's like, oh yeah, it's just weak and lazy, you know,
Mhm.
like he is probably. So
Yeah. And also, people are deluding themselves if they don't think he was doing this to his underlings at work. Trust
yeah,
me, he wasn't asking permission all the time because that's not fun. That's not sexy. What kind of a
yeah.
fetish is asking for permission? No, thank you. I don't think so. Can I ask for permission before I rape you? No, I'm just raping you. Okay. If you're not going to touch it, you're going to look at it. That's how I rape you. Make you watch. The thing is, I bet most women don't even care. I mean, they have to do that with their own boyfriend all the time. So what the fuck does it matter? It's like, I mean, if I was a woman, I'd be like, well, at least he's not raping me. At least he's staying on his side of the couch. He's not
Right.
coming over here and raping me or getting any on me. This is fine. Sound like
Yeah.
Jerry Seinfeld for a second there. This is fine. Why don't I like this? I should love this. Everybody loves this. Don't you love it?
That's a
What
pretty good Seinfeld.
what's gonna happen? Someone's gonna call the milk police because I drank this expired milk? How many days expired before they put you in milk jail? Shut up, Jerry. That's one of the greatest of all time. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, he has an
What's
act
the
about
deal?
nothing.
Yeah, I loved it when everyone turned on him all of a sudden over that Pop Tarts movie of all things. Everyone was
Yeah.
like, "That's right, Larry David was the only funny one. Fuck Jerry." But actually, it is kind of funny when you think about it because Jerry is the least likable guy on his own fucking TV show.
Hmm.
Everyone else comes out cooler. Even George. George gets like way better women,
Yeah. Yeah, he
way better.
does.
But it makes sense because in real life, Larry David's super tall and has money, so of course he was getting tons of pussy.
You're right.
He better have been, or I'll punch him in the nose. That's not acceptable, Larry.
Well, yeah, he was with Cheryl No, that was the show. But wait, who is he really with? I don't know.
I
Whatever.
don't know.
But
Some
he,
beautiful lady, some broad.
yeah. Um, but when you watch Seinfeld on his own, you're like, yeah, obviously Larry David was the talent, and Larry David proved it when he did his own show, Curb.
Mhm.
Great show. Uh, Definitely edgier than Seinfeld. There's so many episodes where it's just like, I mean, it was on HBO, right? So
Mhm.
you can get away with so much more, like the fatwa sex when he's talking with Salman Rushdie,
Mhm.
and he goes, yeah, when you get a fatwa put on, I'm saying that wrong, right? Uh,
Fatwa.
Fatwa. When he goes, yeah, you get a fatwa put on you. You ever had fatwa sex? So that's obviously the mind of Larry David, where he just goes to the places where other people aren't willing to go, and Seinfeld's clean and it's all about Pop Tarts or
Yeah, they're
whatever.
like the opposite of each other.
Right. And
Like Larry has a soul and Jerry has Jerry. Jerry has cereal boxes.
well, when I heard him talk about how he did, like, came up with this comedy, and it's just, he made it sound so robotic.
What you
Or
do is you sit down when the sun is the best at the house and you take out your Mont Blanc pen. I'm really into pens. I collect them. Everyone should have a pen in their pocket. You never know when you might need to write on a thought. I
Right.
have all these comedic thoughts. I got to write them down. That's
And
his process. Sorry.
basically though, but
What
you
is the
know,
deal with my process? What do I do?
whereas like I've always liked the art of it, where like the maybe Bill Hicks isn't like perfectly written, but it has like a soul a lot of times to it. You
Mhm.
know, Oh, but I also love Dangerfield, who's just a joke machine, but
Mhm.
his character is awesome. And so yeah, it's formulaic, but it works. Um, and as I've gotten older, I've gotten it more and more into different comedians, and like I've opened up what I like. But yeah, Seinfeld just always made me just feel like, oh, this is a guy that wrote like a million jokes and he's picked the best 100.
Mhm. He gives me the ick.
Yeah,
That's what the young people say. He gives me the ick.
yeah,
Um, he's gross. Yeah, I don't care for him myself. I wish he would die. I loved watching the entire world turn on him and be like, "Man, fuck you, actually, Jerry. You suck."
yeah.
He finally had the courage to say it.
You've had too much money for too long. It's made him. I don't know. Does he know that he's just whatever?
No way. He has no idea. He thinks that he's probably in the top 3. I'm up there with Bob Hope. Bob Hope's chasing my tail. I'm the top dog now, Bob. Whatever. Yeah, I don't know anyone who likes to stand up now that I'm thinking about it. He's an acquired taste, I guess. But that's what's funny is that on the Seinfeld show, they show him doing stand up and it sucks. It's never funny. He's never killing. He never kills on his own show. I find that fascinating. He must hate
Yeah.
himself. Just hate himself. That makes me laugh. The idea that he hates himself. I think that's kind of funny.
Right.
Jerry, go with it, Jerry. Deep down, all of them are just Richard Lewis. All of those old 80s comics are they're all like a different slice of Richard Lewis.
Right. In the 80s, there was definitely like a style that developed in it. I guess that's why certain comics just stood out so much because they were so anti that style, that mainstream thing. But yeah, Richard Lewis was at least interesting though, because he had like angst and shit.
Yeah, he's a psycho. It was great.
Yeah.
He had like a pile. His set list would just be all over the stage and shit. And you'd be like, "How do you even know what order you're doing this in?"
Did it matter?
I don't know. It's really interesting because it's so rare that you ever see comics bring their notes on stage. Like when I
Right.
saw Carlin live, he was doing new stuff, but when he looked at the notes, it would be like flipping it. You'd be like, "What did you? How did you read any of that?" In this split second you looked at it.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I've never got to see him. I almost saw him once, and then the comic that was getting the tickets never showed. So
Hmm.
I was so mad. So I never got to see him like work new stuff.
That
But it
sucks. I got to see him twice. It was fucking awesome.
really,
Yep.
that's my one regret. I got to see Norm before he died. So
I never got to see Norm.
mm.
That's my
And
regret.
yeah, it was fun because I was watching him, and then you could see him like, so when things didn't work, he could still journey deeper until he found something. So he
Hmm.
didn't he didn't kill. He just was comfortable enough to keep going.
Yeah, that's the best comedy. And when
Yeah,
you're performing, that is the best comedy to do.
right. Like he just knew how to just mine something until the last bit of it is done. Even if like not everything everyone loved, it was
Hmm.
he would just keep digging deeper and deeper, and it felt like a conversation. It didn't even feel like what comedy is supposed to feel like. It's just like a conversation between friends. Whereas that's what when I first saw comedy, that's what it felt like. I've been chasing that dragon ever since. Uh,
Hmm.
Never found it again, but watching it was like, this guy is just talking, and he's just funny. Like
Hmm.
that's the illusion, right? That you're trying to give. Like, I'm just a funny person. But he did it with effortlessness, or it just felt like it was just great.
Yeah, I love to just sit down. We're talking about watching interviews that are like 5 hours long.
Hmm.
Norm, if you can find certain interviews where he's being reflective and not funny, he's not even
Mm.
trying to be funny. Those are the fucking best. When he's just talking about God or
Yes.
comedy, or even talking about famous comedians that you like, and for some reason he hates. Like he hates George Carlin, he hates Bill Hicks. It's like what? That's crazy. They were like the best that did it. I thought. I thought everyone agreed, but you didn't. So that's really
Yeah.
interesting that he had. And I actually understand where he's coming from because it's the way I feel about comedy now. It's that it's way too political, talking too much about politics. Carlin spared us because he never even told us if he was conservative or liberal. We don't know. He never
Right.
talked about himself enough. And Bill Hicks told us he was a liberal, but he still had conservative talking points, or what we would consider conservative talking points now.
Today, yeah.
Yeah. Um,
Well, it became Alex Jones, so.
well, yeah, he just took that hard right to the opposite of what his persona was earlier. But the same guy can have the same opinions. That's also I was thinking about another good conspiracy is that Jim Morrison faked his death and then became Rush Limbaugh. And if you look
Hmm.
at him, you can kind of see it, dude. You can kind of see it.
I like that one. I think
But
that's
it
an
it
interesting
it
one.
makes complete sense to me because someone like Jim Morrison must have been very disillusioned by the hippie movement. Why wouldn't he just become the exact opposite of that?
Hmm.
He was a great provocateur too, because there's footage of him whipping his dick out in Miami, but he doesn't really whip his dick out at all.
Oh, okay.
He just constantly taunts that he's going to. He's just trolling the crowd the whole time. It's great. And when the cops come up and cuff him, he goes, it's like acting like he doesn't understand why he's being arrested, even though he incited a riot.
Right.
But anyway, I could totally see that guy doing the polar opposite. I think it just happens naturally when you grow up. You just go,
Well,
"Oh, wait, my dad was right about some things."
it's I always say it's when you start paying for your own toilet paper. You're like,
Yes,
mm,
I agree. Or that first time you have to buy a new pair of shoes for a new job you just got that you don't even fucking want. So
right.
the first day of work is paying for my new pair of shoes, which don't
Yeah.
fit well and look like shit.
Yeah. I'm negative $100. So even if you pay me, I'm still behind.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I started behind.
Yeah.
Never play catch up again. Well, that's a good place to stop.
Yeah.